Ian Davidson with OpenX, and I'm here today with Bill Simmons, CTO of DataXu. Thank you for joining us, Bill.
Thank you for having me.
We've just done some research that says that a quarter of Americans have walked away from television and are now cutting the cord and moving to streaming services. How are you guys working with brands to help them reach that audience as it fractures, and how do you see the health of connected television growing in the years to come?
So the growth of connected television is one of the most exciting things that's happened in the industry of digital advertising for years. DataXu is keenly interested in this trend. We've spent the last 3 years talking to television advertisers to understand what's holding them back from embracing this trend. The key issue was that they had a system, they know how to buy and evaluate linear television, but the world of connected TV is extremely complicated and very, very different. So we've rolled out a new product, Total TV, that helps those advertisers take their traditional media plan and augment it with connected television. So by using a panel as provided by Inscape, we can determine what consumers they're reaching on linear TV and which consumers are reachable on connected TV. We help them create a digital plan and augment their reach, and the results have been amazing. We've helped one major automaker expand its target audience by 20% by reaching cord cutters.
How do you think programmatic in particular can form a relationship with the consumer that allows our industry to do the amazing things we're capable of?
In our industry, we collect user data and use it as a way to optimize advertising. While we do collect individualized data, we use it in the aggregate in order to optimize advertising. However, from the consumer's point of view, they don't see that. They need more transparency. They need to be able to opt out. They need to be able to understand what data is being used. I think many users choose to opt in to personalize content and personalize advertising because it creates less clutter, the advertising is more relevant to them, and frankly, given the choice of paying for internet content or seeing some ads, most users will choose, I'll see some ads. The industry really needs to come together and resolve this. There are efforts underway, such as the Advertising ID Consortium and Digitrust, which are helping to unify the thread. I think we're not done with this yet, but it's a very important topic.
Another hot topic this week about how the industry needs to come together is about trust in the industry, creating it, and what happens when that trust is violated, what happens when any marketplace actor takes things too far and ends up hurting people or being non-transparent.
Yeah.
How do you think we address that? When someone does something that is not in the best interest of all parties in the industry, what would regulation look like? What would a healthier ecosystem be for advertising?
So the history of economics, any kind of lack of transparency and trust tends to cause capital to flee. We've seen with every time we come out with a unified protocol, things get simplified, more capital flows in. When trust is violated, people hold back, they don't invest. Any scaled economic market has third-party audit. In advertising, we have the MRC, the Media Rating Council, that certifies advertising technology players to count and bill for advertising. I think we may need to take things a step further with how header tags work and how things like bid caching work. Some would argue it's to the advantage of the buyer. I'm not sure about that. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. It should be an option. Similar things happen with first price and second price auctions. It should be transparent. It should be auditable, and it should be upfront.
Thanks so much for joining us today, Bill.
Thank you, Ian.